I know why you are here. I know what you've probably come to expect. You want this to be some sort of fantasy fulfillment. That there will probably be some reason or some excuse to swap bodies. Well, that's not happening this time. Today, the fates had something else in mind. Today, they've given me the power to transform you. And yet the irony is that I am leaving the choices of transformation up to those very same fates. You don't have a choice here. Your transformation has already been predetermined. The fates decided this transformation the day you were born. Your astrology, your star sign, will dictate what you will become. I think it will be quite fun to preview them all for you as I try to figure out which one you are. I will pluck that knowledge from your pretty little head. Oh, you don't think it's pretty? Well, it will be. Well, look at you, Aries, with those magnificent ram horns. I'd ask your opinion, but I think you'll find you are quite unable to speak. Anytime you open your mouth, gold coins will come out. You won't have much for wants with all that wealth, though you may feel angry and frustrated by your inability to speak or eat. It will likely be a short, profitable transformation for you. This is the fate that awaits you if you are an Aries. Are you an Aries? It's still too hard for me to tell. Perhaps too early. I'm sure this form will make many angry, perhaps with the rage of a bull. It feels very appropriate for a Taurus, though, don't you think? And though I can feel your anger, you will also find your appearance is stubbornly resistant to change. Perhaps you want to embrace a more feminine aesthetic. It will revert faster than you can imagine. Don't be mad at me. I don't make the rules. This is just the transformation the fates have dictated upon a Taurus. It was all preordained if that is your star sign. That's a pretty big if still. Oh, there are two of you here? How does it feel to have your consciousness split? Does it feel like the other is an imposter? This is the fate of Gemini in my transformative space, and it is so much worse than it seems. You feel torn between wanting to trust your doppelganger and a desire to stab them in the back. You will wonder if you are the fake, the copy, the phony. Only one of you will survive. It will feel like you have killed half of yourself. Because you have, Gemini, because you have. Well, you look almost normal here, don't you? Perhaps beautiful, even. Well, beauty comes at a cost. You are a leech. You are a parasite. You are a cancer. At least, I think you are a cancer. You are miserable under all the layers, a total crab, if you will. But can you show it? No. You signed the prenup. You are forced to hide it all behind a fake smile and your thousands of dollars of plastic surgery. But the more you hide it, the more plastic surgery you need to avoid total carcinization. This is the fate of all festering cancer. After spending hours doing makeup, patting all the right places, and squeezing into that dress, everyone is telling you how brave you are. They say you are showing your authentic self, and yet you feel like a fraud, don't you, my dear Leo? If you are a Leo, had you chosen to be a drag queen, it might be one thing, but this time it is the fates who have imposed regality onto you. You are allowed to take the drag off, try to return to your original male life, but once you do, it all begins again. You select a new outfit, you put on new makeup. Even pausing for too long trying to get out or drag compels you to start once more. Perhaps this is a little too on the nose for Virgo, is it not? It might, however, be the best option if any of these were actually choices. But in this preview, don't you feel a little, well, empty inside? Do you feel it? Well, you might not be able to feel much at all. Your senses are dull, and your desires are even less. This body should feel like a dream, but the problem is that in your mind, it feels like nothing. A Virgo is cursed to be numb with a constant sense of wanting, without ever feeling fulfilled, particularly by your own body. Oh dear, Libra. Did you expect to be some sort of goddess tending to scales? Not that you'd be able to see it if you were. Not at all. The balance you achieve is done through being basic. There's absolutely nothing special about you. In a word, or perhaps several, you are average, plain, and boring. Don't even think of bringing zest into your life, and you will find that your brain would no longer even know how. You've got a real Madison, Wisconsin vibe thing going on. And that's how you'll like it, if you can even muster any emotion more intense than mild approval. Do you feel that sting, Scorpio? It only gets worse with time. The longer you remain transformed, the more it will hurt, and you will be transformed forever. The pain will last forever. You will beg for death, but death will not come. You would be immortal. Terribly, terribly immortal. As an immortal myself, I could keep you company, but I won't. With the increasing pain, you probably won't be much fun to be around. After a year, your life will feel like a constant scream. And imagine how much it will hurt after a lifetime passes, or several more. This fate is perhaps my favorite. I do so hope you are a Scorpio. Did you think humanity was any sort of guarantee in this transformation? Did you expect to be a proud centaur, Sagittarius? Oh, please, the fates don't deal in such simple cliches. They want their fun. I want my fun. And seeing you as a horse? Oh, that is fun. You won't mind it either. After all, a horse's brain doesn't quite hold nearly as much knowledge. Perhaps even in this short preview, you find your mind fading. A craving for hay. I think I can already smell the manure. It doesn't bother you. In fact, despite it all, this one would actually leave you quite happy. You just won't know why. Greatest of all time? The goat? Hardly, Capricorn. In fact, it's quite the opposite, which should be obvious just from looking at your face. I'm sorry, did that make you sad? I hope you get used to it. The taunts and teases won't end. Even alone, you'll find you are your own worst critic. Is it emotional torture? Perhaps. I don't care as long as it's torture. None of these transformations are supposed to be fun, you know? The fates have no interest in seeing you have a good time. They want to see you suffer. And so do I. Still, I think this one is at least manageable. Lonely, but manageable. Do you know they call Aquarius the water bearer? I'm not sure what they mean by that, but I know what it means for you. Look down and you'll see a nice big belly. Realize it's not just filled with water. There's also a baby in there, of course. The water will break. You will experience the birth with all the pain, but none of the joy. That's because you aren't here to bear babies, you are here to bear the water. There will be no rest, no recovery. It resets back to that same uncomfortably large belly like it never happened, and it will happen all over again and again. This one is perhaps too good for you, Pisces. But But it is not without its pitfalls either. You may be a beautiful mermaid, but you are not quite the innocent kind. You have a deadly siren song, and you aren't afraid to use it. In fact, you must use it, luring men from the shore into the murky waters for you to feast upon. It's a daily task for your meal. It's not like you'll be eating sushi. Those fish would now be your friends, after all. But man is the enemy, and you will be happy to rip the flesh from his bones. That is your fate if you are a Pisces. Did you enjoy your journey through the potential transformations? Well, now it is time to tell me, what is your sign? Which fate is yours? It's odd that I couldn't sense it as we traveled, but that is quite inconsequential. You might be able to hide from me, but you can't hide from the fates. They know, and they demand your transformation based on your sign. Your inevitable transformation is not optional. If you made it this far without falling asleep, I love you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.